on.
All right, so this is Double Gift bringing you our back-to-back part two. Hate my 10-minute recording limit video, and yeah. So I mentioned the Omomoa, which I just think is a good mon in general for Superior. I do hate Subseed against this. It's just fucking annoying. And I do have Subseed as a potential bring, I believe, but I still have Infiltrator for that, by the way, and I have Hyper Voice on this, but I mean I'm slower. So Helios, I love Glare, Surf, and Hyper Voice. It deals with every single mon on his team. Volt Switch is just a bonus. The stab Volt Switch, pretty nice. So and I know kind of walls word them. So about like that, his hazard setters, I've shiny the ones I really don't think are coming at all. I really don't expect hazard Greninja. Really don't expect like an offensive rocks Metagross or offensive rocks Terrakion. But I do expect one of these three to come, which are a Toxic Spikes Wheezing, a Offensive Rocks Palisand, or a Uxie with like rocks set. I'm not 100% sure about. Removal, I do not expect the Fog Zard at all. I have it there just because I don't want anyone shouting out, "Yay, Charizard gets the Fog" in the comments because I have a Charizard in the teams. No, it's not coming. Okay, it's level one because it's just so unlikely. There's no potential set that possibly works with a Defog Charizard. So then, like a Defog Pivot, Rotom Wash, I could get like a Defog Superior, and maybe that's possible. I'm not sure. It doesn't really have four move slot syndrome. It really can run a lot of stuff versus me, just in general. I don't think he'll run to fog, but I'm not counting it out. And Togekiss, there's no way he's running this. It's just terrible on general versus my team. If he brings Togekiss, I will be genuinely shocked. Okay. So the next things are the Charizard Mega X sets. So one of them is just a D-Dance set. He could very well just bring this, just a Roost, Stab, Dragon Dance set. Good, pretty simple. It deals with most of my stuff. It's not the best thing against Tyranitar Mega, but it gets the job done. Bulky does a lot more against like Tyranitar Mega. It deals with Katana a lot better. It doesn't really sweep, but it's really dangerous in general to my team. It pressures everything phenomenally. Even Scarflanders cannot switch in on it. With I mean, Scarflanders still struggles to switch in on Flare Blitz, but there's no risk about Scarfers. It's just a scary set. And I think it's probably the best set that he could bring. So the other one is Subtoxic. I don't like this set. It's kind of bad against the Tyranitar. It beats the Momoa, and it's completely Noivern completely destroys this. But a lot of people don't expect Noivern because they think it's a trash mon. And in a sense, I get it. It's weak. It's frail. It's just there's not a lot to be desired about Noivern, but its ability is very underrated. Noivern, Noivern's a good mod. Um, I just wish it was like 110 speed instead of 123, and then give it like 13 more attack, special attack, and it's just more usable then. But it's kind of a iffy mon. So then I think he could run like a sub D dance set, but I don't really like this set. It's just kind of better against Momoa. And it gives it a boost. So I really don't love this set, but I could see it coming. I think that's what I got in the mock. And then like more of a tanky offense set, just deal with Blacephalon a little bit. I don't really like that, but it might be what he wants to bring. So superior sets. There's a ton of these, as you can see. So you could bring just an offensive one, like I thought. Just synthesis 3 attacks. You could bring one like anti-Noivern set. Just like Cobia Berry, a Coba Berry, which deals with Noivern much better than the other set, but it's I think less effective in general. Um, Subseed, it could come. Um, I don't think Dragon Pulse Subseed is coming. So I'm just going to change that to Handpower Fire for a second because there's no real chance but Cobia could have Dragon Pulse instead. Um, and it's a dangerous set. Then I think Glare could come, just, kind of ignore Norvern a little bit. You don't think it's coming, put Glare on because Glare fucks my entire team other than Heliolisk, which, you outspeed if you're him. Uh, this mon is, no, I don't think this is coming, but, it's not bad since all his mons are weak to Toxic. He could run an Aromatherapy Overgrowth set with a Calm Mind Synthesis combo. It's actually very good against my team, but it's also not going to come, so it's shiny. And yeah, I also don't think the Subsea Koba is going to come, but it's a good set. Screens is really not going to come, but it's a potential threat to my team. Just in general, you can set up on Terrakion much easier, and Terrakion is huge against me. Um, yeah, I don't really have too much for Terrakion other than not letting it set up, and that Momo completely allows that. So yeah, it just has a little bit of some form moveset syndrome. So this is a dangerous set. I don't expect it, but it's a dangerous set for sure. And then there's Taunt Toxic, which let's just say it's kind of good, and it's very situational. It could be like Momoa. It can kind of it helps with Reuniclus a lot because of the taunt stops like setup. I don't expect it. It's not really that great of a set, in all honesty, but I feel like there's something oh yeah, stop Slurpuff getting webs. It has that, but it should be contrary. AV Miracle is actually a good set because believe it or not, Superior lives a Scarf +1 with Cephalon's Fire Blast. Holy crap, right? So you can just mirror coat that shit. You can do that with Noivern's Hurricanes. You can mirror coat it with your Sophist set and just maul anything, which this set's amazing. But, because, it catches me off guard so bad. They don't have Hurricane or Fire Blast. But I really don't expect it. And then there's obviously the Defog set, which I don't really think is coming, but it's not bad considering he probably does not really expect Northern that much. So, yeah, let's go into my Rotom Wash sets for a little bit. Just these few. The Fog Thunderwave is an option because my team's weak to Thunderwave. You could go Toxic and just deal with some of the things like Shaman a little bit easier, but it's still just gonna get the natural cure. You could go Will-O-Wisp, helps with a lot of things like Lando and just in general, helps with a lot of mons. But Shaman's definitely the main switch-in, so I'd say Toxic is nice for that. You could get like a Pain Split pivot with Will-Wisp. You could get a Pain Split pivot with Toxic, or you can get like a Screens pivot, which again sets up the opportunity for Terrakion. The other Rotom Wash sets are just Trick Scarf, which I think is pretty good for my offense, like Blacephalon and Cortana, and it's just generally decent. Your Trick can like annoy Shaman, and then there's Rest Talk Discharge. As I said, I hate Paras. It's a good set, so I'm gonna cut this one off, and I'm gonna have a part 3 to my team builder. It's